live. What's up, world? What's up? What's up? What's up? Sound check, sound check. We're starting a little bit later today. Bear with us, technical difficulties. La. Welcome. We're in the house. Thanks for bearing with us, everybody. Welcome to lesson number 11. This is NGO Radio Terra's free lessons for all ages and all levels. And we're getting started a little bit later today because we had a stream drop. So thanks so much for bearing with us again. Big shout out to NGO Radio Terra, particularly my man Edson out there. We do this every single Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All the knowledge that's fit in these little blocks of musical knowledge goodness. And today is lesson number 11, like I said, and we're working on electronics. We're going to demystify a bit of the process, demystify the spaghetti that is the cables, the multiple cables, the dozens of cables that you amount when you start plugging everything in. So it's a completely different headspace, the electronics and the drumming, the hybrid drumming game. And I've been doing it for a bunch of years, so I want to talk about it because every trimester I get people who ask me questions about that Roland SPDSX and sampling and, looping. So, like I said, we can't do this without our sponsors because all these electronics are courtesy of Roland Corporation. Thank you so much. Icon Microphones, supporting the microphones, Pro-L Incorporated, Sensory Percussion. We're not using any Sensory Percussion or Sunhouse stuff today, but we're going to do a whole lesson on that, so stay tuned for it. And I always like to start off with a little bit of music, so let's go ahead and I'll show you what all this stuff sounds like, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, cool. So I made this loop before the lesson started, and I want to just go over what I did. Is I I collect a lot of sounds, and I usually organize them by BPM, just like a DJ would. And I also organize my sounds by vibe too. But in this particular case, I had a bunch of random sounds around, and I started off with the tempo. So I'm going to save this, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the next. All right, here we go. I'm going to recreate a loop, and I'm going to show you how I made that. I pick a tempo. So in the electronic world, sometimes things go awry, right? So I didn't mean to play that sample, but essentially I'm going to go ahead and recreate that initial first beat that I played you in some capacity. So, all right. We made a loop. We created a tempo at first. I layered some things on one channel. I layered some things. Actually, I didn't even layer much on this channel. Right? So you didn't even really hear that. It was mainly just this channel. And instead of keeping the loop as I played it, but sped up, I put the beat repeater on, which kind of gave it that industrial, trance, industrial tech house thing going on. And what I've got going on here is I've got pedals connected to these two different pads. So this pedal right here, I've got connected to this pad. And it's got various different long playing samples or one shots connected to the kick. All right. I can add a long playing sample on top of this kick. And, you know, have fun with the layering that you do, because you can get really creative with how this turns out. Right, so that's a 75 BPM thing. I can add that to the kick. This is a compa kick, so I wouldn't necessarily even choose this for this type of music, but you never know. You can mix and match and flip it however you want, but case in point. Right, and then once we do that, we can use that additional clacking, looping, repetitive sound to lock in with other sounds, or we could choose to loop that in with the looper, and then all of a sudden that loop is together, and then we can play on top of it. It just depends on what you want to do. I'm a DJ, so I like to play around with tempo and match things. I had a sample linked up with this kick drum here. Right? And it was the same tempo as the loop that I had finally brought up to 130 BPM, and I had a loop on this kick pedal that's also at 130 BPM. I played that same rhythm on this timpani sound. Everybody, right? And then I've got a bunch of additional vocal samples over here.
Bye. People pitch the pitch. Bye.
And if we can get sort of a myriad of sounds, a collage of sounds, then we can make some really interesting things. One thing that I think is important to talk about is, particularly when it comes to looping on a standard analog digital looper, such as the RC202 or the 505, is to get to the changes faster. Try and get tighter. I took my time with creating that loop. But if we can try and make smarter, more economic musical decisions, whatever that means to you, so that we can develop a song, that's really the goal, right? So one of the things that helps me do that is to have some pre-made loops that I like to use ahead of time. So if we can have an abundance of them, it really helps. Let's see if I have certain things at a certain tempo here. See if I have something at 90 BPM. Okay, so I've got a bunch of different loops here at 90 BPM. So what I want to do is I want to be able to start one pad and have the other pad previously playing stop. Okay, so I'm going to put all the pads on the same mute group, and that way we're going to be allowed to skip around and kind of sample some different flavors. So mute group on this pad is going to be, this sound is going to be a mute group 1. This sound is going to be on mute group 1. This sound is going to be on mute group 1. All right, so that when I hit this, as soon as I hit this, it stops. Right, so we've got some volume differences here too. Let's explore that. And I think what's going on here is that dynamics are off here. And you just want to balance your samples, so I'm just kind of going to turn down still a bit of a volume difference between that and this. But we can create songs much faster, and we can play drums along to it. So I'm going to kind of simulate having a drum set with me with this pad. We're going to go over here to a chill acoustic kit. So, and if you're a fan of sound design, electronic drumming and hybrid drumming is for you, because there's just a world of opportunity and a world of interesting things that you can just get lost in. So, mind that. I'm not mad at that. I like that. Okay, so we're building our kit here. You can choose to put a click on if you'd like. And you know, we will, because we might incorporate the looper. yeah. Yes. So you see how when you have multiple patterns on different mute groups, it allows you to not have to stop one pattern to start another, and you can get much more percussive with it. And if your timing is on point, or if if the loops they themselves feel good together, then when you hit them together, hopefully you can really create some beautiful improvisational textures, and you can create song form and all that. So I think what I'm trying to impart here is that imagine what you would do as a drum set player with all this stuff at your advantage. I'm showing you a bunch of different drum pads because this is sort of my creative process. Is I like to collect these drum pads and I like to curate the sounds within them, and that gives me creative leeway for me to kind of just improvise things that I wouldn't quite expect from myself. Also, just because you know what kind of loops you have doesn't mean that you know how it's going to sound when you improvisationally and rhythmically trigger it one after another, or in front of the other, or reverse it or flip it. So there's a lot of freedom within the improvisational context of using loops if you're open to the fact that your surprises are going to come from textures and new arrangements made on the spot, not necessarily different notes in the scale, or not necessarily through different melodies. Now you can get as detailed and complex as you want with this, because you can trigger melodies, and you can trigger numerous things. Let's see here what else I have on the pad. I love that. So I always like to start with the tempo because even if I just have a blinking light, it helps me lock to some type of clock. Obviously, if I'm just playing with my own particular ideas and I'm creating one shots and being more of a drum set player with it, then we don't need to worry about that because we're using our own inner clock. But if we have to connect loops together, it's very nice to have a starting point. Mm, 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 mm. So I think I'm going to go ahead and explore some of these recordings and really take advantage of this. So this recording session slash lesson has been incredible for me. Thank you guys for being here with it. I hope that I've answered some questions about some of my process and what these pads do. And ultimately, you can just see that this is my way of getting creative with it. Add some electronics to your setup, see how it works for you, and check me out online on IG at eCussionist. All right? Thank you so much to NGO Radio Terra. Thank you so much to Roland Corporation, especially Icon Microphones, Proel. We'll see you next week for lesson 12 of our second trimester in 2026. Thank you so much.